All right, well, New Yorkers and sports fans around the world gearing up for one of the biggest tournaments of the year.
We're talking about the U.S. Open. Officially gets underway on Monday, but before that, thousands of fans have been making their way to the Billie Jean King National Tennis Center for Fan Week. Today is a day just for the kiddos. Joined by Pix 11's Corey McGinnis, who's live in Flushing Meadows getting ready for Arthur Ashe Kids Day. Corey, this is such a highlight of the summer for so many families.
Yeah, it really is. And just to give you guys a bit of a perspective with where we're standing, we're actually towards the entrance of the stadium where some of the staff members and tennis fans are still kind of prepping for the event. Today, you guys expect it to be filled with inspiration and excitement, all in the spirit of getting folks just excited all about tennis. Take a look. Fans of all ages will be honoring the legacy of tennis legend Arthur Ashe. And this is the type of event that brings together tennis fans from all ages. Folks will be on hand today with tennis clinics and interactive games, while also enjoying live performances and special appearances by their favorite players. Joining me now is Michael Fuhr, who's been the executive producer, producing events like this for years. I know you've been producing Super Bowls, you've been producing events like this for years. Talk to me about the impact and why this is important, not just for tennis players, but for folks for all ages.
Thanks, Corey. This is the 27th edition of Arthur Ashe Kids Day. It began the year before the stadium was built that bears his name. It's the largest single-day grassroots tennis event for family and kids in the world. We've had some of the biggest names in tennis and music here. Justin Bieber got his start here. Rihanna got her start here. Ariana Grande, and the list goes on. But more importantly, it's about Arthur's legacy as a humanitarian, as a role model, about reaching out to under-resourced kids and communities around the country. And the USTA Foundation, which is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year, runs the NJTL, which was founded by Arthur in 1969 and continues to this day in more than 250 cities around the country.
Wow, when you talk about that, and it's been so many years that you've been doing this, and you have a long resume, talk to me about if there's any new initiatives this year that we can expect.
Sure. This year we expanded our Fan Week to a full week, and so the U.S. Open is now a full 3-week event. It kicked off last Sunday night with Dierks Bentley. We had a Stars of the Open event this past week with some of the biggest names in tennis, past and present. Today, of course, is the Arthur Ashe Kids Day. It continues all the way through to the finals, and then there's a new finals fan fest this weekend where Galantis is going to headline in Louis Armstrong Stadium. So it's pretty non-stop for literally 3 weeks of great tennis, great music, the food, the environment. It is an event with a capital E.
A lot of fun, a lot of excitement. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We have some folks here in the back.
It takes an army here.
We do know that this event, you guys, the gates have opened at 9:30. We will have much more on this story coming up at the next hour at 9. Reporting live in Queens, Corey McGinnis, Pix 11 News.